This is my presentation on mental health days in the nursing field and how we can help improve nurses' mental health. My name is Hannah Lewis. So the overview of the problem is basically mental health affects 18% of nurses. And two examples of this would be anxiety and depression, which have increased greatly since the pandemic of 2020. Another example that I didn't list in this slide was also PTSD. That can affect a lot of nurses, either from situations that have happened to them with patients or just in their overall lifespan. Another overview of this problem is basically that poor mental health of nurses can affect the accuracy of healthcare. So if a nurse has not slept in a day or two or however long, it can affect how well they do their job. And if they're super tired, then they cannot accurately do their job on a patient who really needs their help. And this can end up causing death in the patient if it's, to an extreme. So another thing that this problem can cause is nursing burnout. And nursing burnout can lead to staff shortages and eventually worsened mental health. So we need to make sure that we decrease nursing burnout so that we can have less staff shortages and better mental health in nurses. So a list of solutions that are already tried or that have already been tried is nurses were taught to put patient care first, self-care is next. And I think that we kind of need to reverse this role. This is being taught in medical school. I think that we need to teach that self-care is always first and patient care comes second. If you cannot accurately take care of yourself, you can't be expected to take care of your patient accurately. Self-care is really the only solution tried, but it cannot be enforced. You can't force someone to take care of themselves, no matter how much you push it on them and push the importance of taking care of yourself. You can never accurately force them to do it. Self-care includes sleeping, it includes eating healthy foods, it includes exercising, and to the right is a picture of, a little bowl of healthy foods that can increase your self-care. So my proposition is that the healthcare management team needs to allow nurses one mental health day a month. This will decrease the nursing burnout. It will also decrease staffing shortages, and it will increase the job performance in total. So there's 5 steps to this. The health management team needs to figure out how many people are needed per shift. And then once they figure that out, they can adjust the scheduling, and they will then plan to propose to hospital management. Once they propose their plan to hospital management and the management approves, they can announce this proposal to staff. Then the 5th step will be up to the staff themselves. The staff can take advantage of the mental health days, but like I said in the last slide, the management team cannot force this upon the staff. It will have to be an individual preference. So continuing on with the proposition, what does this solution require? It will require nurses to cover shifts. It will also require additional money for the nurses who have to cover shifts. And it will the individual itself, the nurse, it will require the desire to get better. So they must, want to get better in order to actually be able to get better. And then why is this a good solution to the problem? It allows the nurse to take a break at their breaking point. And I capitalize their breaking point because not everybody's breaking point is the same. Some people could go multiple days without sleep and be perfectly fine. Some people can barely go 8 hours without having to take a nap. So it ranges from individuals. This will also decrease the percentage of nursing burnout. It will increase the job performance at the healthcare setting and also increase the nurse's mental, physical, and emotional well-being. This is because they'll be taking care of themselves, which will make them a happier and better person. Feasibility, so this will require energy and effort into implementing the solution, an increased number of staff, mental health resources. This could include, maybe they have a doctor or a therapist on site that can, do counseling appointments, or they have a pharmacist who is able to prescribe medicines, anything along that range will be great mental health resources at the hospital that they can go to. Proposed solution and meeting to approve, a more flexible scheduling to allow people who, the nurses, if they need a day off, they will have to, obviously have a little bit more flexible scheduling around that, and additional money for nurses who are covering the shift. The call to action. This is really important. Not only is mental health in nursing important, but mental health in general is important. But our nurses are experiencing their own pandemic in mental health. It's really important that they take care of themselves and that we are helping nurses take care of themselves. This will improve the patient's overall healthcare experience if, like I said in the beginning of this presentation, if the nurse is not 100% okay, he or she cannot be expected to take care of the patient. And if we begin to, allow nurses to have a day off every once in a while, this will help the nurses enjoy their job more and cause less of a nursing burnout. So we need to help the mental health crisis in nursing. To the right, you can see kind of like a little diagram of Americans who have struggled with mental health. I think this was done in 2021. So as you can see, we have a list here. We have 41% struggled with anxiety, 39% stress, 30% depressive phase, 28% feeling of loneliness, social isolation, 26% of people experience mood swings, 23% phases of sadness, 20% of people experience panic attacks or struggles with self-esteem, 14% had struggles with phases of lethargia, and then 8% had experience of phobias. 26% had none of the above. So this has a lot to do with the pandemic, and especially within the nursing field, the pandemic definitely increased, the problems with mental health, but we can't blame the pandemic for all of it. So these are my references, and that is the conclusion of my presentation.